super yummy cuddle and you just wanted to figure out how to make it happen again?
I have. So this is our recipe for an amazing cuddle.
If you haven't met us before, my name is Fei Wyatt and I'm with CuddleSanctuary.com as a professional cuddler.
My name is Tate Ashley. I'm also a professional cuddler and I work with Cuddle Sanctuary as well as Cuddle Dawn.
Yeah, so let's just get right into it. What creates a great cuddle? Number one, emotional safety. How do we get there?
Clear consent and communication. If you know exactly what you like or don't like and feel comfortable communicating that with your partner, then you guys are going to have a very good baseline for moving forward and finding out what's fun for you guys.
I also think that it's very important that it's very clear that you're on the same page. So that communication piece is like, what are we looking for in this cuddle? Is this just platonic? Is sexual energy welcome here? Is this going to escalate to sex? Like, I think a lot of times when we go into a cuddle, it's not very clear, and so you get disappointed instead.
Yeah, so I like to think about the initial conversation as kind of a contract between you two. Like, what do we want right now? Number two is quality physical connection.
Isn't that just sort of the meat of the cuddle? Like, that's the thing what we want right there. And to get to it, really, we need to start at a place where we're in tune with our bodies.
Mm-hmm. To be in tune with yourself and to know what you're feeling helps you be sensitive to what the other person's feeling.
In our sessions with a professional cuddler, I love starting out with a little bit of breathing, just a moment to tune into your own body, and then you can sync up with the other person.
I often like to do that by listening to each other's hearts or breathing together even, just to know that we're on the same page.
The other thing that makes quality physical connection is being able to really pay attention to one another. It requires a lot of discipline, doesn't it? To be like present and paying attention to the other person's breathing and how they're responding.
Yeah, are they making a lot of sounds that indicate that they're having a good time? How is their body language? Do they feel tense at all? And the way that I like to confirm these suspicions is by consistently checking in and following up.
What are some things that you like to say?
I like to ask, does this feel good? How could it be better?
Yes, I love being asked that question. Every time I'm asked that, I just feel so cared for. Mm-hmm. I also think that it's super important that we pay attention to our own body and that we take all of that ownership of our pleasure, just like Tate said before, to really know what you're looking for and what you love. And it's okay that if you don't know.
Yeah, because then you have the opportunity to explore with each other.
Yeah,
but it's important to indicate that it is an exploration rather than knowing that you're going towards something you like, so that you guys can both approach it that way.
Number three, emotional intimacy.
Emotional intimacy is kind of the natural outgrowth that we find once we've established the safety with the communication and the physical presence with our bodies. So once we're touching each other and interacting in ways that feel good and we feel emotionally cared for, that's the place where you get the growth.
And this vulnerability that comes from this, it's amazing because you can come up with insights and ideas that can propel a lot of deep change in your life.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite part of the cuddle.
Right.
To this point.
And that's the bonding essence. When you are validating someone who's feeling vulnerable, that's what makes you closer.
But being validating is actually a skill that you have to practice. And I feel like it requires, again, that discipline to hold space for another person for a moment, to not make it about me, right? And to not cave into the desire to fix.
Right, because it's so uncomfortable when somebody that you like and care about is realizing something, a pain or just something that they're trying to work through. And I often feel myself wanting to lunge forward and be like, let me help. But the best way to help isn't to do that.
Like, it feels counterintuitive, right? But we really just have to be willing to be in the messiness with them. And now we get to the cherry on top. Play! It's so good! I always know when I've had a really good session when we have had a moment to laugh.
Yeah, when you can strip off the pretense of being very serious adults in a room and find the lightness and the joy in the connection. That's always my favorite.
Play is really vulnerable for me because, you know, I'm no longer this serious and wise adult. But when I get to that point, I know that I've really let go.
It's a different way of measuring value.
You had mentioned before that you like to play with your hands.
I do. I find that in my sessions where people will remark, oh, I feel like a kid again, it's when we've done a lot of playing with hands. So either like patty cake games or trying to do things together. Like, I don't know if you remember the like, here, will you do it with me? This is the church, this is the steeple. Open the doors and see all the people.
I'm not really good. This is so good.
It's so silly because it's, we're not going to be good at that. But that's the fun part, is just having a tactile experience together in the essence of being free and fun.
Have lots of play in your cuddles, okay? These are the 4 things in our recipe for a super delicious cuddle.
Emotional safety.
Quality physical connection.
Emotional intimacy.
And play! So it's not an exhaustive list. Obviously, this is based on our experience, and we'd love to hear what you think are great, important elements for the best cuddle ever.
Yeah.
Please share with us in the comments.
Yes, please. I'd love to know.
Now, where can you find us?
You can find me at cuddledom.com. That's cuddledom.com, and I'm based in New York.
And I am here in Los Angeles at cuddlesanctuary.com. Please like and share this video if you enjoyed it. Bye!
Open the door.
I can't. I'm giggling out of control. It's so great.